Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe, also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. Teofimo Lopez, the newly crowned 140-pound WBO champion, has officially retired. He has contacted the WBO president and vacated his 140-pound belt. This was confirmed by the WBO president earlier today. Teofimo Lopez also did an interview yesterday telling people that he called the WBO president to vacate his 140-pound title. He also said he called Ring Magazine to vacate the Ring title, but Ring Magazine, of course, they refused to accept him vacating. They like to strip you. You see, if you just drop it, they won't have the, oh, no. They told him, well, you still have a year. You know, we can just keep you up there for a year. That's not what the man said. The man said he wanted to vacate it. But this is what Ring does. But anyway, so Teo is serious about his retirement. The reason Teo is giving for his retirement is saying that it's too many fights, too many people he has to fight against. He has to fight against his opponent. He has to fight against the announcing team. He has to fight against the referee and the judges. Okay, and that's too much. Now, what this tells me is that Teo, well, I said this before, you know what I'm saying? Look, Teo, he got bad influences around him. Somebody has told him he's a victim. He's talking like a victim. He's acting like the world is against him. Here you have a kid who's only lost one fight. He's 25 years old, two weight division champion, but somehow he believes he's being picked on. He believes that he's not getting treated the way he's supposed to be getting treated. And, he's been talking a lot of nonsense about race and all this other stuff, and the media is letting him get away with it, which they would never let a black fighter get away with. Like I said, when Devin Haney made a statement about Lomachenko and how he'll never lose to a white guy, the same boxing media acted like they were so outraged by it, calling it racist and everything, to where Devin had to come out and apologize. All right. Meanwhile, guys like Paulie Malignaggi, Teofimo Lopez, and others can say whatever they want to say, and nobody upon anybody is asking these guys to apologize or anything. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the truth of the matter. All right. That's the double standard that exists in the sport of boxing. But regardless of the fact, Teo has some personal issues as well. He was able to overcome that. Despite his personal issues, he was still able to defeat Josh Taylor, which shows some form of toughness, that he was able to stay disciplined and get the job done. You know what I mean? But the fact that this man is willing to walk away from the sport that he loves and the sport that's paying him so well, all because he feels that he should be a bigger star or he should have more. I don't know if he feels like he should be in Tank Davis' status or whatever. But like I said, the problem with that is, Teo, according to the people in boxing, look, you don't have a fan base like that, Teo. You just don't. You just fighting in the some ballroom or whatever, the small room in Madison Square Garden. You're fighting in that little small room. If you could pack the real Madison Square Garden, they would definitely put you in there to pack it out and sell some tickets. Okay? You had a good audience on television. People tuned in to watch you for free and stuff like that. But, it hasn't translated into this huge wave of fans for you. Okay? And some of it could be your personality, whatever the case may be. It just hasn't translated for you. Right? And Teo, so it looked like he's going to retire. So what the WBO is going to do with that belt, that vacant spot, I'm sure they'll have someone else, a few more fighters fight for the vacant WBO title. And then from there, we'll see what happens. But I'm sure Teo will be back in the sport of boxing. He's going to take some time off. He'll probably come back a year from now or two, a year and a half or something like that, after he gets all his personal stuff in order. And we'll see what happens. But what I don't want to hear from Teo is when he does come back, whoever's holding that belt, I don't want to hear Teo talking about that's really my belt. I never lost it. I'm still the champ. I don't want to hear that, because you're vacating, you're giving that up. All right. Even though you just won it. So you're under no obligation to defend your title right now. Okay, under no obligation whatsoever to defend your title. But what Teo knows is this. Teo knows that by him holding that WBO title, he knows that Devin Haney, being the undisputed champion at 135, can make himself Teo's mandatory. And Teo will have to fight him. See what I'm saying? And Teo doesn't want that fight. Teo has ducked Devin Haney for a century now and doesn't want to fight the man, period. To the point now where he's vacating his belt. See what I'm saying? Even though he would be in a position to make significantly more money than Devin Haney, if that's the case, he still doesn't want to be in that situation. So that's why he's vacating the title, because Teo he can't take losing to a guy like Devin Haney. And that's just the end of this. I mean, I know y'all don't want to accept that. Y'all don't want to believe it, but that's really what's going on. There's no other logical reason for why the man will vacate his title he just won. Right? He just fought for a belt. Now you vacated it. Sounds sketchy to me. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. 78 Sports TV. Oh, wait a minute. Teo also said about Tank Davis. He said that Tank Davis, he said some real foul, disrespectful stuff about Tank. Clown Tank, it just shows a lot of jealousy, he has for Tank Davis. I'm not going to repeat what he said because, it was kind of, suspect, the things he said about Tank Lips. All right. He said that Ryan Garcia contacted him looking for a fight after he beat Josh Taylor. He said Ryan was in his inbox asking about the fight. And he said Ryan desperate and thirsty for a payday right now. And then he tried to clown Devin Haney, saying that Devin Haney only calling him out for clout, right? Now, listen to this. Teo says that nobody is calling him out because they're all afraid of him. He said, you don't hear Tank calling me out. You don't hear none of these guys calling me out. They're all afraid. And then he thought about it. He said, well, Devin Haney, the only reason he called me out is for clout. So somebody got to make this make sense for me. So anybody that calls you out, first of all, you say nobody's calling you out, fine. They're all ducking you. But when an undisputed champion is calling you out, he's calling you out for clout. Teo, you're not a draw. And I'm not saying that to disrespect you, because I don't care about all that draw stuff. I don't care. I just want to see the best fights. I can care less. I can care if y'all just had 50 people in the arena watching y'all fight. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to make it more exciting to me. I just want to know who the best is. All right? But Teo talks all this nonsense, but the reality of the situation is he's not confident he can beat Devin Haney. If you listen to that interview, it's all about Devin Haney. He's saying stuff in there like, fighting Josh Taylor gives me confidence. He said this. I'm not making this up. He says, fighting Josh Taylor gives me confidence that I can beat a guy like Devin Haney. If that don't tell you that all this is about Devin Haney, man, it's all about that. I know y'all want to hear it. It is what it is. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe. Turn on your notifications. I'm up out of here, though. Deuces.